everyone, and welcome back to the Through History Challenge. The year is 7995 BC, and we're starting in the morning of day 1. So let's just get going. It's 3 in the morning, and I had Lurian out fishing for a while, but excuse me, my cat is being needy. I just sent him. Please excuse me, my cat was being needy, and now she needs to be held. Anyways, I had Lurian out fishing, and since it's starting to become early in the morning, rather than, well, I guess, late for a vampire, and he was feeling thirsty, I sent him to harass the nectar merchant again. She's our go-to at this point, since she's the only one who's awake in the village at this time. And it's pretty convenient that he can teleport now. Yeah. Means he doesn't have to spend so long running around. You gonna rock your son? His needs are starting to drop, so that's good. You better get some sleep, Enki, because today, for you, is a very special day. Today is Enki's very first birthday, so either it's going to be exciting or tragic, and I'm really hoping that it's exciting. I'm so glad we have a baby, and I'm going to be so devastated if we lose him. And I know Solili has a baby on the way, but it doesn't change that I already like Enki. I named him. He's blue. Well, the game took his blueness away, and then I gave it back. I don't know what that was about. Oh, he's getting hungry, and Solili's still sleeping. Oh, he was gonna sleep in your arms, Lurian. And Lurian's getting tired, too. We'll just let him sleep right now, because while he's getting hungry, he's not that hungry. And Solili is pretty tired. Oh, her energy went up really fast. She went to bed late. So I wasn't expecting her to be anywhere near. Why did I make you do a large painting? Stop that. Look, once again, your gloominess. I don't like doing the large paintings because there's a skill challenge, the brush master. If you paint at least 30 paintings, you paint faster. And since large paintings take much longer than small ones, it takes longer to fulfill if he's always painting large ones, even as they're worth more. Alright, Solili, you're gonna have to wake up because your baby is, like, really, really hungry. I'm not sure when she'll be having this baby. Oh, but that does remind me. After checking back to see the timing on when she conceived this surprise baby, as I wasn't trying for one at all, it was all autonomous. I think the extra 5% in the odds had something to do with it. So I'm really considering putting the odds back to... I know! Yay! It's his birthday! Putting the odds back to 30 and 25%. Will you use your diaper? So that way we can change you and you'll age up with full needs. Play with them. Lurian, you can go to sleep now. It's technically morning. You're gonna miss his birthday, but there's no helping that. I mean, I guess I could let him stay up and be tired, but then he'd just be a grump the whole time. And it's not like we're doing an actual... What are you doing? Woohooing? No. Pick that baby back up. Oh my gosh, just use your diaper. Use your diaper, Enki, so we can age you up and hopefully you live. Snuggle. Why did you change out of outerwear? You're probably gonna go right back outside. Oh, there he goes. I think what I should do to be more realistic rather than changing diapers is bathing him.
Raga?
But I think she would bathe him in the bucket sink. And I don't think he would fit in that. Okay, put him down because we're going to age him up. And there's no point in her standing around here, so I'll go direct her to do something first. So, for the sake of hopefully nothing going wrong, it usually doesn't go wrong with babies. I'm going to age him up. This, oops, wrong one. It's intermediate. Age him up through and Ross. Yes! This is a perfect time to speak about the aging issues that I have in The Sims 3, and a lot of people have them too. Sometimes when you try to age a sim up, let's get a look at him. I'll talk about that in Cass, I think. Oh, yeah, he's got Solili's hair. Okay, come on. Come on, game. Oh, he's got black eyes. And he doesn't have pointed ears, but man, black eyes. Solili's aren't that dark. That's gotta be a mutation then. Or did I make Humbaba's eyes? Let's see. Black. Hers are pretty dark. Yeah, I think she got Solili's eyes, and he got Solili's eyes and hair. All right, let's bring him in Cass, do his roles, and while I'm waiting for it to load, I'll talk about the aging issues. So in The Sims 3, there's sometimes a glitch or something of that nature when you're aging a sim up where they get stuck and you can no longer bring them in Cass, and when you try to trigger their age transition, they just cancel it out within seconds. If you have Inros Overwatch, they'll throw a stuck aging check and it'll reset them, but there are some problems with resetting them because you can also reset them manually through Master Controller, but that tends to reset their facial features, their sliders, and it'll put them at 0. From what I've found about this glitch is it has to do with custom content. And I think that's why it seems to be predominantly child-aged girls aging to teenager that this aging glitch hits. But it's not all of them, and I have had it happen to male children. I haven't had it happen to toddlers, or at least it's not common enough for me to remember if I've had it with toddlers, but I have had it with teenage girls. And in my personal medieval Ultimate Decades challenge, I had it happen to one teenage boy. And I think that has to do with the custom content, the medieval custom content. I don't want to give you braids. Oh, but anyways, I'll probably have this going maybe. So there is a way to get around the aging glitch if you just age them up in Cass and then reset them so they don't have wonky animations. And I've had to do that already in this save with some of the children in the village that aged up from toddler to child. But it was a separate issue. There's some weirdness with story progression and aging where they just don't seem to age up on their own, and they keep throwing stuck aging checks. But then when I trigger their age transition, they will. But one didn't, and that one I aged up in Cass, and she's fine now. Why did I just do the colors? So my plan to handle it is if aging them up with the triggering of the age transition doesn't work, I'll reload. So I'll save right before aging up from toddler to child and so on. It won't affect babies. It never affects babies. At least in my experience. I don't really like that. You're gonna go barefoot. But I'll save beforehand every birthday. And then if they have the glitch, I'll reload and then we'll age them up manually in CAS. And I suspect it'll be every single girl sim. All right, we're back from CAS, and there he is. I put him in something simple, and he has a different outerwear, so he's not going to be crawling through the snow like that, so long as Silly changes him into his outerwear. But now we need to roll for him. So for toddlers, the numbers that Enki needs to avoid are 4, 8, 12, and 16. Here we go. He lived! He lived! Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. All right, so now we have a little boy who's a toddler. He'll be toddling around us. We're gonna just take advantage of his good mood and get started on his skills. And we're gonna do the easiest skill first. So I have to find out where I put the toddler potty. I moved it. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that because I need to see it. But first, change him into outerwear. Where did I put? There it is. There it is. It's full of snow, but I didn't want to bring it inside and have it stinky. We'll just spam it. And I imagine this is all he's going to be doing today because he's already tired. He didn't get much sleep as a baby because we woke him up to feed him. See him be a genius. I'm random. Well, I have a system. It's not exactly random, the traits, but that won't come into play until he's a child, if he becomes a child. Well, I guess he would become a child. Whether or not he lives through that transition remains to be seen. And the reason I'm gonna have a little special way of choosing traits rather than just hitting the randomize button is because of the age up issues. If I have to age them up in CAS and I hit the randomize button, it would re-randomize the first two traits that they get when they're toddlers, and then it'll just change their personality, and I don't want that. Well, I guess I could go ahead and talk about the way I'm going to handle the traits. So my thoughts are that, are you awake? Why are you awake already? Why did his energy go up so quickly? Is it because he's... Oh, no you don't. Does it have to do with his vampirism skill? How high is your skill? Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna check to see how high his skill is. He is at level 7. I don't... Is it the skill? Because his energy just seemed to instantly become good. He went to bed at like 4 in the morning. Maybe even later. I don't know how long it was. But it wasn't long enough for his energy to be completely full. But the only thing you could do, Lurian... Actually, I've kind of finished that painting, and then we're going to see how fast you catch on fire. Since you're at level 7. Anyways, as I was saying about the traits is... it's interesting that he got loner and clumsy, just like his father. Because the thing is I was going to let the first two traits that they get when they're toddlers, regardless of how well the pregnancy goes, to let you choose or not, which we didn't choose. We didn't get to choose Enki's. But I was going to let them be random. Then in their child birthday, my thought was under the impression that the toddler would be spending the most time with his or her mother, which would be Solili, I would choose a random trait of hers that the child will inherit. Then, in the teenage birthday, so becoming a teenager, my thought was to choose a random trait from the father. And I might decide to change it eventually because, depending on however many children they have, they'll just be picking from so many traits. But I think what was I going to have you do? I was just going to have you come out here so I could see how fast you catch on fire. Yeah, so I think the first 2 traits being random, plus my thought of from teenager, he's not even burning. Oh, this is great. If his energy keeps going up like that, where it's like instant, and let the music play. If his energy keeps going up that quickly, and his level is high enough to where he's not even affected by the sun when he steps outside, then Lurian's gonna be able to do everything. That's actually kind of ruining my thoughts, Lurian, because you have been doing everything. You've been causing all sorts of chaos. Nothing uses the wheat. I think what I should do is, for story purposes, I could have Solili sell the wheat. Who are you and why are you shouting? Oh, you want to kiss her, but I don't want to cancel any of these. I'll have you kiss her anyway, even though it doesn't fulfill the want. But he's in our house. Paparazzi. I figured out that I disabled celebrity status for the household. So the paparazzi, you're gonna let him sleep. Oh, you were gonna help him? I'm sorry, I just canceled it. Okay, you can help him go to sleep. Yeah, so I think what I could do is have Solili sell the wheat. You just helped him sleep, even though I canceled it. Are you going to be tormenting your son the whole time? Just let him sleep. And then, after selling the wheat, why did he wake back up? I blame you for that, Lurian. Get out here. Go out here. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have more options. Come empty this. You get potty duty. Then, with the thought of selling the wheat, I can justify buying things like bread. With the thought that it was made from the wheat. And some of the other ingredients, like eggs, and I think it would only affect that. But that's more than just the soup. In fact, let's go ahead and take the wheat. Oh my gosh, stop tormenting your baby. Put him back to sleep. Put him back in there. Oh my gosh, put him back in there. Lurian, I sure hope this baby doesn't become broody. Oh, that's a thing that's going to be an issue with my system that I thought up for. Okay, before you go and do something stupid, I'm going to cue you up to kiss your wife since you want to, even though I can't promise it because I don't want to cancel your wants. And then come in here and paint again because I'm focusing on Solili right now. You're supposed to be asleep. So that could be an issue with the system I have set up because brooding is not a trait that children can inherit. That is only teenagers. All his other traits can be inherited. Solili's, I'm not too sure. I think Gatherer is another one that can only be inherited by a teenager. Okay, you're gonna come all the way over here. What other fruits and vegetables do you have in here? We want to get rid. We need to move this to Lurian's inventory fast, because I think she might end up selling that. Zababa's having a party. Let's see, when is it? Maybe you'll invite someone other than just us. 7:30? Alright. Wait a second. Didn't you move up here? Yeah, they moved all the way up here. There's no way we're gonna reach there by 7:30. Never mind. You come sell fruits and vegetables here. Will you be able to... Can he teleport with the child? I don't know, but it does remind me of another mod that I wanted to institute, and I don't have it bought yet. So let me go do that. And there it is. It's the baby carrier. It's not the most historically accurate baby carrier. I don't think there's any replacements out there for it. But we could put Enki in there and carry him around. Well, he'll be able to sleep in that. If you can't teleport, then you're going to need to start running so you can make that party. As it is, Lily being pregnant and having to waddle everywhere, she's probably not going to even make that journey by time of the party. And that's entirely Zababa's fault, because why did he only give us like a few hours notice? If Lily has no chance of getting there, seeing as how it's already almost... Oh, there's no way. She hasn't even reached the bridge, and she has to go all the way around the river and then back up. There is absolutely no way this woman is making it. I'm sorry. Zababa, we're not going to be... Just even though we said we'll be there, we're not going to be there. It's impossible. She's already getting tired again, and she had a late night, and she's waddling everywhere, so... Just kidding. We'll do that tomorrow. Or maybe after the baby is born. That way you can move faster. I think I'll keep that in mind for future shenanigans of not sending Lily anywhere when she's pregnant. And that makes sense. Why would she want to make the journey all the way to the village when she's suffering? Oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to bring up is the event roll that I did last time, where it landed on measles, and then I did a roll for everyone, and then no one died, and only the Mountain family caught the measles, and they all survived from it. And I was uncertain about the odds of death. Like, I think that the measles being so contagious, I probably should have assumed that everyone in the village caught it, since one family had it, but I didn't. And I don't know, D4, rolling a D4 kind of felt right, and even now, that's not really the issue. Are you back home yet? Anyways, it wasn't the D4 that I had an issue with. It was the fact that no one died at all, and the odds that I saw were so slim of death. So I went and did a little more digging to try and find more information, and I did find another number. Not that it would change anything of how I handled it. It's in developing countries. This is still a modern number. The death rate is 10%. The way I had rolled was already a 10% chance, because avoiding one number out of 20. It's basically the same chance as dying from pregnancy in this game. Oh no, well, you could sit and feed him. That's the good thing about having an older child. I think you're actually going to need a couch, so hang on a second. Alright, so now we have I think I'm just gonna have him eat a plasma fruit today and not go out harassing the villagers. But anyways, with the 10% chance, it's basically the same chance of dying as it is with childbirth in this scenario. So it's not that. I don't really have a problem with the outcome based off of that.
I knew.
It's just finding information is far more difficult than I think it should be. I don't know if it's just where I was looking. I mean, I just did a Google search and I don't know. See, the number that I initially had, that was a modern number, cases in the U.S., how likely you are to die from measles. And I assumed that that number was unvaccinated. And that the reason it was so low is that unvaccinated people in the U.S. have access to all sorts of treatment to moderate symptoms. Whereas in developing countries, they don't have that access, and so that's why the death rate is so significantly high. But I imagine finding information about other diseases in the Neolithic era is also going to be equally as challenging. You're going to see your new bench. I put that there because you're going to need to feed your son as soon as he wakes up. But you're grumbling about it? You don't like it? Well, too bad. Alright, you could go play that for now, but your son is almost awake, so... He's awake! He's awake! Feed him! He's hungry! This is a mod. Another one is sitting and feeding your child. And I imagine that he's feeding Enki cereal grains. Since Inky's older. He's older now, and this is the benefit of being in the Neolithic period, because if this was Paleolithic, Lurian, you couldn't be doing that. It'd be up to Solili alone. It doesn't default replace the bowl or the spoon to the wooden ones, but I don't know, maybe that's painted pottery. It's a pity we're seeing this at night. Maybe I should put some torches outside. I'd have to see what I have and what would be appropriate or not. Candles have not been invented at this point. Candles were attributed to the Romans from what I had briefly researched. So I haven't really dug into that. I just checked to see were candles around in 8000 BC, and the answer was no. So the only light sources are open flames. And you're hiding behind the table so we can't see. Alright, we'll just kind of zip through here. Alright, it's pretty much the morning, and Lurigan is super tired. He's nearly got him walking, but he's not going to be able to finish that. I'll probably cancel it once Lily comes back. She's sponge bathing. I did notice our nectar merchant person is suddenly a distant friend. Like, we just took your blood like a whole morning ago, and now we're distant friends, so we're gonna have to go harass her again. Because that's unacceptable. And I have noticed every time Solili walks into a room, Lurian pops a wish to kiss her, but I still don't want to cancel any of his wants. Okay, I'm sending him to bed. It's 5 in the morning. I'll just wait to see what time it is when he gets into bed. And if his energy increases so quickly again, I'm going to be, like, super impressed. Because this mod will be, like, insane for if you're doing some sort of vampire gameplay, like the Coven Challenge or something. I don't know, it looks like it's going up normally. Maybe it was just the fluke last time. How are your needs? You need to have fun. Well, your mother's coming. You can have fun with your mother. And if she wasn't super heavily pregnant, you could go with her to sell this wheat. And I had also really wanted, like, Lurian, like, nearly every night is out there harassing all the villagers into liking him, except for Ibiadad, our enemy. And I think sometime soon, I think sometime soon we want to make him our enemy, like actually our enemy. But I wanted to focus on Solili and have her build up some friendships in the village because I think the whole village. Let's let him feel your baby bump. The whole village at this point, aside from some holdouts, they're quite accepting. No, unacceptable. I have to consider sponge bathing in the future with when I redress Solili when she's pregnant because seeing her walk around and that is going to drive me. Oh my gosh! Look how big you are! I once again didn't keep track of when she realized she was pregnant and when she conceived and everything because wasn't paying attention, so I have no idea when this baby's gonna be born. But anyways, I wanted Slowly to build up some relationships because I think at this point the whole village is pretty warm towards Lurian, even if they don't personally have a relationship with him. It just kind of feels like everyone except for Ibiadad and perhaps someone else. They just kind of generally accept him now, even as they're still living off on their own. And so, having some friends for Solili, people she knows outside of her, oh my god, look how low her relationship is with her sisters. But now she has to travel to the other village. I think she should just be friends. Starting to get stinky. What happens if you bathe him? Can you even bathe him? No, you need a bathtub. That's something I have to consider after this episode, I think. Putting in a bathhouse. I don't know if they have the money for that. That's so cute. Anyways, he's getting hungry. I want her to have some friends. She doesn't have any friends. And at first I had wanted her to be friends with Ananet, so that way she wasn't alone for her first pregnancy, but that didn't work out with Lag Spike. And now I don't think she even remembers Ananet. No, she doesn't. Like, Lurian can cheat because he could just make someone think about him. Okay, yeah, it was just a fluke last time, the energy going up that fast. I don't know what happened. Look how quickly his thirst is dropping. So I think after she has this baby, we'll put a little bit of focus on Solili. She'll go into the village, she'll sell the wheat, we'll get some bread, and depending on the other ingredients, which I need to check, maybe some of those. Now Ananet is a thief. She's not a very good one, but she targeted Sapertum. Wait, what are you doing? You're just gonna carry him around everywhere. At home, okay, that's fine. I find this mod just adorable. And my thoughts are is that he's like practically horizontal. My thoughts with this mod, even though it doesn't look the most Neolithic, is that I imagine that Neolithic women had ways of carrying their babies on their backs. It really wouldn't make sense for them not to. Oh, it's spring! Wait, you're sitting and feeding him? Is he hungry? Yeah, he is hungry, okay. I'm not opposed to having things that don't look exactly Neolithic because there are so many Sims running around in my world right now who are wearing all sorts of ridiculous clothes, and I'm not even bothering to redress them because it takes so long. So something like this is fine. I doubt your plants are awake yet. But since it's not snowy and I can see what you're doing, you can plant that spotlight mushroom. Now, just because it's spring doesn't mean that we're going to be taking care of the garden. Wait, why can't I plant this? There we go. Yeah, just because it's spring doesn't mean we're going to be taking care of this garden. Why are you crying? Is this the baby crying glitch thing? Yeah, the baby's just crying for no reason. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, the spring, even though it's spring, oftentimes at night it gets super cold and even sometimes it snows. I guess it's the case realistically in certain places in the world. I don't know. I live in the South, so winter is basically January, if even that. I'm happy too that you're happy, Lily, but I'm also nervous. I mean, she still has to go through a pregnancy roll, and sure, it'll be only one number. Oh my god, unless she has multiples. But, she could get unlucky and roll that number 1, and then I don't know what I would do. If Solili dies in childbirth and they only have one child, maybe possibly 2, that I don't have much hope that this one's going to live. Oh, there she goes. They do this so much autonomously that it gets kind of annoying. Silly, why did you do that? Why didn't you... Well, you should be ridiculous. You should feel ridiculous because, like, it was obvious what the cow was gonna do. Okay, I know you want to clean that, but first, put Enki in the crib, and then clean the stove. We're gonna go harass our nectar merchant. Here we are! Wait, now he's burning! No, quickly! Quickly go in here! Quickly go in there! I don't get it! Last time he was... Oh, was it snow? Was it the snowstorm? Was it because the winter sun was not very strong? Okay. Well, that's just great. Because I was going to have him take care of his needs, and it was going to be great. Never mind. And our enemy is right there. Yes, come inside. Come inside. Aren't you going to pay for that? He totally just swiped a bottle of nectar and ran away before we could harass him. Since you're here, did she just flirt? Well, he just dismissed it. He was like, yeah, whatever. I don't like you like that. How did that do with our relationship? Okay, good. Teleport inside. That's not going to last long. Quickly. Quickly, before you catch on fire. You can take a sponge bath later. Oh, it does increase the time. Okay. Then I'm going to let you burn a little bit. Because you're stinky. He's level 7 in the vampire skill, so... Well, I don't know. Maybe he didn't increase his level. So, he really... Oops, wrong one. He really can stay out in the sun longer. I need to put some more focus into Lurian's skills because I want him to get this done in Solili's lifetime, as if he were human and he were aging. So as part of Generation 1, I want them both to fulfill their lifetime wishes. I just realized we went through the whole winter and we didn't use that fireplace once. Oh, you won, did you? You're not gonna send... Okay, she sent an insulting text to her father. I don't know why. Maybe she's feeling hormonal. You need to come and sleep. It's nighttime. you can stop painting. How close are you to waking up? And you're pretty stinky. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put in a bathhouse, which means instead of going to harass the villagers... Never mind! It's baby time! I do need another extension on the house anyways. Not for a bathhouse. So much for a bathhouse. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just put a bathtub? I should have thought of that. Actually, quickly go and cut down a tree and let's hope that that gets enough wood to sell that I could get, like, I don't know. I don't know how much I would need. I need to move him out of his crib. Move the crib over. Shift this back a little. One! I need more than one, Lurian. Okay, let's see. How much is this for? $300 and that's it? Come on, slowly. Lurian is 83. Oh, let's hope that works. Come on. Baby time! Another boy! And he's a genius! Please live. Alright. Time to roll for destiny. Slowly first. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lily first. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh, don't be a one. Don't be a one. Don't be. Okay. So Lily's alive. Thankfully. Now for the new baby boy. You can't roll 1, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15, 17, or 20. That's a good roll. That's it. The baby lived! He squeaked by! Okay, now I need to pick a name. Let's see. Which name do I like? How about Anba? That's easy to say. It kind of has the same sort of feel as Enki because it's simple. Anba. And he's a genius. And also loves the heat. Good thing you're not a vampire. Oh wait, I don't know if he's a vampire, come to think of it. Okay, he's not blue. He's not blue. Is he a vampire? He is not a vampire. Okay. Okay. Yay! Welcome to our family, Anba. I'm gonna need to get you a crib and feed you. But I'm also going to change your baby blanket. Alright, I changed his blanket. And I'm gonna feed him. I'm going to need to expand this house. Still don't have a little girl. Maybe in the future. But I might have to have them cut down some more trees first. Okay. How close to waking up is Enki? He's basically awake. So Lurian, quit brooding. You need to come hold him. Because I need to shift this over. I'll do all this in build mode. I think for this part, we're gonna leave it here. I'm not gonna have them do anything. Did you set him on the ground? She did. She set him on the ground to go to sleep. Okay, Lurian's gonna have to take care of that. I'm not gonna have Lurian do much of anything else for this day. Just things around here because of the new baby. So, I'm gonna end the part here. See you in the second half of this year. Goodbye.